allegations and counter-allegations that cannot be swept under the carpet by the Nigerian people or the civil society community in particular. The Civil Society Council therefore subjects the matter to independent inquiry and critical scrutiny by a team of experts in our Directorate of Petroleum and Natural Resources, who carefully examined all statements by both parties and came up with valuable findings with the following assertion and incisive question. 1. As reported in the New Telegraph newspaper on Monday, September 16, 2024, Dangote Refinery has released about 16.8 million liters of premium motor spirits to the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited. 2. The News Telegraph equally revealed that the release of 16.8 million liters falls short by 8.7 million liters of the initial NNPCL demand for 25 million liters per day. 3. The New Telegraph publication equally stated that NNPCL raised letter of credit LC to cover for the 25 million liters per day, but got shortchanged. 4. Due to Dangote Refinery boast of having supply, NNPCL did not import. If Dangote Refinery continued to shortchange in supply, the country might face scarcity from next week. 5. The fuel lifting is part of the Naira for crude arrangement, where crude is sold to local refinery and petrol products are purchased in Naira. 6. The Naira for crude initiative is designed to reduce pressure on the Nigerian Naira and lower transaction cost. 7. The cost for this initial purchase is at 898 Naira per liter without associated cost. 8. NNPCL issued letter of credit for 25 million liters of PMS, but were told we only get 16.8 million liters. 9. Our findings show that as at the close of the day, NNPCL did not get the 16.8 million liters of PMS.
It's Charles Ibian. I'm the director of Charles Ibian, IBIANG. I'm the Director of Petroleum and Natural Resources of the Civil Society Council of Nigeria. I want to start by saying that NNPC has becoming the whipping dog all the time by every Nigerian because of some of the negative narrative over time that has been associated with NNPC. But however, the recent leadership of NNPC has shown some level of transparency. And I want Nigerians to look at it very clearly. And I will lay the facts before I come to this issue. First, before now, we never knew about anything called repair of refineries. All we hear about is turnaround maintenance that never come to fruition. But today we are certain that in today Nigeria, NNPC is working towards revitalizing the refinery. It is a given, and many media have said that. Number 2, the books of NNPC in the past have never been open to anybody. But currently, both the media and the public can question the numbers NNPC is releasing through their financials. Their financial statements now are now in the public domain. The PIA that have remained in the works for close to 23 years under the current leadership of this NNPC and the past, PIA is now in existence. Now we have an industry-based law guiding the oil and gas sector. It all happened under this leadership. They may have their challenges, but I think to a large extent they have shown commitment to the fact that the public deserve to know more about the organization. In the recent issue about Dangote refinery coming upstream is one of the best things that must have happened to us as a country. That an individual, a Nigerian, can put up a refinery that has capacity to one of the biggest in the world, about 650,000 barrels per day refinery is not a day job, about a 20 billion Naira investment in country, Nigeria. That is a very good thing, and Nigerians were hoping for the best. One of the reasons why we are hoping for Dangote refinery to come upstream is because we are going to cut off a very issue that has been bothering us, which borders on the issue of importation and the issue of subsidy. However, the refinery now is upstream, and what are we getting? We are getting more higher price. we are getting a lot of propaganda in the media, and we feel that this is not right. Nigerians deserve to know the truth. Globally, crude oil is easy, it's a known quantity, and it is a dollarized economy, and it is well known. A barrel of crude, according to known industrial standards globally, can give you about 158 liters. That is a barrel. And if you subject that barrel of crude, which is about 158 liters, to a refinery, if you put it into a refinery, definitely it will have a little increase, what we call the processing gain. It now moves from 58 to 178 liters. It is called refinery gain. I'm not an engineer, but that is what is known globally. Now, if you look at it totally from simple statistics, it will reveal that after processing in a well-completed distillation of a refinery, what you are going to have for PMS is going to be about 53% or 43%. You are going to have about 43% of PMS and other products that normally comes out from crude oil. If you juxtapose that together, it will give you about 73 to 74 liters of PMS per each of the barrel. And globally also, PMS is a known fact. I'm putting this fact so that you understand how much, the quantity, and what you need to do. Not less than about 50 to 60 cents is used to produce a liter of PMS. If you put that together, looking at our current exchange rate, that will put it at about 800 to almost 900. We are not talking about other costs associated with the regulatory cost, transportation cost, NEMASA and NPA. So Dangote is a business. It's not a social enterprise. It is a business. And the money used to source, to get and build that refinery are in dollars. We don't expect a Dangote not to break even, because it is totally wrong even for our economy. Dangote should break even. The truth is that Dangote cannot sell her oil. I state it here on good authority, based on global price that I have just released here, that Dangote cannot sell PMS to Nigeria as it is now, since most of the so-called PMS they bought, so most of the crude Dangote refinery bought are both sourced externally. They have told us that, and from their source internally in dollars. So they cannot, to a large extent, sell oil PMS at less than 1,000 naira. That is the truth. But the Dangote refinery should be bold enough, should not allow anything to hinder them, and tell Nigerians this is the cost of our production based on the economic realities of this product is this amount. Based on that, Nigerians will be able to sympathize, or Nigerians will say, okay, yes, you are a business. It is left for our country to do what is needful. How do NNPC now come in? The PIA made NNPC to be a supplier of last resort. This is where it is important for people to get this very clear. The PIA have put NNPC in a very precarious situation, in the sense that NNPC is a supplier of last resort, which means for the sake of our energy security, NNPC should be there to bring out petrol. The government have taken away subsidy. The fluctuation of our naira, or the valuation of our naira, have gone so bad to the extent that it's about 1.6, 1,600. That automatically is going to affect any landing cost in Nigeria. Because if you look at last year, when dollar was at 772, if you look at also the landing cost, it was at the same that value. Now that the dollar has risen up, what is happening is that the landing cost definitely will reflect the new reality of our exchange rate. That is where NNPC stands. For NNPC to come in between to supply is that government has taken away subsidy. But will the people allowed to buy fuel at 1,003 in their own country, a product that they have? That is where NNPC need to step in as a supplier of last resort and say, Dangote, all of us know what we are doing here. We know what is being to produce this thing. Can you give us at least the minimum cost of producing in country? That minimum cost to give to us, we are industry player, you are industry player, we know it. Give us at the minimum cost. That minimum cost is what NNPC was able to secure, which they negotiated and secure. Recall, a lot of figures came out 760 and that. We have not gone to that because the crude for Naira will start 1st October. That has not started. The whole crude Dangote is selling out now is the one they bought in dollars. So the cost of their product, Dangote refinery should come out and tell Nigerians without fear They are a business and tell Nigerians how much, based on the economic reality, how much they can sell. I think that is where we are. And NNPC for now have given us this value. It is left for Nigerians to know that NNPC at this particular point are even protecting that certain threshold that Nigeria should buy fuel should not exceed what is available. And I think NNPC should be commended for being able to be very shrewd in this negotiation in getting us this particular value. I think we must commend them. They have shown good faith. Dangote refinery also have shown good faith by giving us a refinery, but they should be bold enough to tell Nigerians that this is what we can produce. Thank you, and God bless you.